hidden secrets within Anomaly's intro, to a game-breaking mimic glitch, and even missing features and emotes that never made it into the update. Today we're going to be looking at 31 hidden secrets within Byte by Night. So make sure to stick around and let's get started. For secret number 1, did you know there's a way to have better stamina? And all you gotta do is this quick trick, which is basically you just spamming the shift key. So let's do one trial, let's say from this light right here to that barrel, and let's spam the shift key and see how much stamina we have left. So start in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, left with around 70-ish stamina. Okay, that's pretty good. Now let's go back and let's try this again with regular stamina. We'll start that in, let's go in 3, 2, 1, go. Holding shift, holding shift, holding shift. Ooh, oh my gosh, yeah, even the after run gave me around like 60-something stamina. So it's actually a lot better to use this new method than use that old method. It's a little bit difficult, I will not lie, but if you can manage to do it, dude, you just have so much more stamina than usual. And you're running at the same rate you would if you're just holding sprint. So I better start seeing y'all spamming shift, all right? Also, turn your sticky keys off, because I'm sure a lot of you are gonna get caught off guard by that and get stuck and get killed by the killer. So make sure that's off when you start with this method. All right, let's move on to secret number 2. For myth number 2, you can now parry the axe throw. So I got Springtrap right here, and hopefully he's gonna throw an axe at me, please. Yeah, so before this update, you could not actually parry axe throws, surprisingly. It was kind of weird, but for some reason, it just wouldn't work. I used to be getting hit all the time because I think I could parry it, and then I end up getting hit with it, and it looked really dumb. Good for me? All right. There you go. Whoa, there you go. See, I parried his attack with my parry. It's kind of crazy. And you know what? I'm gonna do it again just so I can show you for certain you can parry an axe throw. Right here. Parried. There we go. All right, well, that's gonna be it for secret number 2. Let's move on to secret number 3. So there's this thing down here. You see how you can stack actual axe attacks? Apparently, it doesn't necessarily work well. So if I use this on the killer, like right now, you'll see it goes all the way down to 0. 0 out of 3. I don't know if it stuns him for longer, because it doesn't seem like it stuns them for longer, but it's a weird feature that might just be completely broken or is working as intended. So I'm not entirely sure why there's a stacking effect, to be honest. I think it might have to do something with the blindness and deaf effect that it gets applied when you use it. So I'm guessing when I get it to 2, you'll get deafness, and then when I get to 3, you'll get blindness, as I'm getting right now with the killer scream. Okay, I'm talking to somebody right now, so we're figuring this out as we go on. Here's 2. With axe level 2, you get blind and deafness. But with axe level 3, which I just found out earlier, it gives confusion. Now that you've seen all the stuff for secret number 3, let's move on to secret number 4. For secret number 4, there is a hiding spot on the pizzeria map. And actually, it's pretty easy to get to. So first things first, you want to go to this arcade area right here. And as you can see, there's a bunch of arcade cabinets, and there's this door right here. Now, this is very important. So what you want to do is you literally want to walk up on this chair like this, and you want to walk on top of this black box and then walk over the arcades, and then literally, I think if you just walk on this wall, as you can see, I'm on top of the door, and no one can really spot me. Usually you can hide up here as survivor. That's the great part about this, but if you're playing as killer, you can kind of surprise attack people like I'm about to. Surprise! Hey, where are you going, brother? Hey, you didn't see anything, all right? Where the hell did bro spawn from? Oh my gosh, you didn't even know. All right, well, that is gonna be it for this secret. It's kind of OP. You should start doing this right now. I'm not even lying. It's so good. Let's move on to the next secret. So there is a spot on the Force map where you can literally use Ennard and get a straight shortcut. Now, one of his modes called Speed basically allows you to leap. It gives you this ability right here called Leap. And something I found out, which is kind of crazy, is there's this little crevice right here, as you can see. And for some reason, there's no barrier here, which means if you really wanted to, you can jump over it and get to the other side instantly and catch up to whoever's on this side. Kind of a sweet shortcut, but there are more shortcuts around the map I do want to show you real quick. Now, another really good example is this spot right here. See, there's a door right here? You can literally jump over it straight up. Look at this. I can literally jump to the other side and get in the middle and get whoever's on this side. It's actually kind of insane. They honestly might patch this in the future, which is kind of sad because this is kind of a good shortcut. But as of right now, it isn't fixed. So let's move on to the next secret. Okay, so the other day I posted a video about the Mimic being able to fly. And as you can see, it got about 1.4 million views, which is insane. And I'm guessing that's because not a lot of players actually knew this is a thing, but you can literally fly with the Mimic. Now, the way you can fly is, see this leap ability down here? What you want to do with it is you want to find somebody who's blocking a door just like this. And what you want to do is you want to aim up with your leap and then literally jump over it. As you can see, I've jumped over the door completely, and he doesn't know I'm here. Now he does. And you can basically do this as many times as you want. And what's even more broken is, well, besides this door being here and me being able to jump over it, you can also jump over other areas of the forest map, which is just so broken. Look at this. Literally, see this area right here? If somebody's blocking the doors or you can't seem to get in there, you can literally just jump into the walls. Like right here, if I just do this, I can jump into this main area without even having to go over any kind of door. So it's legitimately so good. For secret number 7, VIP has gotten an upgrade. If you didn't know, before the update, the VIP only gave you about 1.2 times more scrap than usual, which isn't that much. But now, after the update, they have increased it to around 1.5, which is actually amazing if you're trying to get a bunch of scrap for new updates. And if you saw the recent price increases, you would know that having some kind of scrap multiplier is actually a very good thing. And honestly, VIP doesn't even cost that much. You can also buy it with the scrap you have in game. It's just 300 Robux, and then also you could buy it with scrap in the game. Like, bro, that's so worth it. I would think you should do it. Honestly, anybody out here should buy it right now before it gets increased even more in price. Because I'm betting at some point in the future, they're definitely going to increase the price of VIP to work in accordance with all the scrap price increases. So you better get it now. For secret number 8, you're no longer able to detect camouflaged entered. So basically, before this update, what you were able to do is if you played as the security class and you used cameras, you were able to highlight the killer in their camouflage form. So you can see right now, they're not camouflaged. I can easily highlight them. Well, if they became camouflaged, they would have this survivor tag on them. And while the survivor tag doesn't do anything on regular survivors, if you clicked on it in the version of disguised entered, you could literally see a red highlight placed around the character, so you'd know that was actually entered. Click from the transform and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Here we go. You can see he's turning into a survivor and it has the tag on him, and then it disappears after he becomes camouflaged. And I cannot click on his name anymore. It's literally invisible. Now you can click onto him while he's transforming, which is kind of useful so people know that he's transforming into a survivor. But besides that, that is all you can do now. Maybe they'll add it back as a feature. I think it was really cool at the time. I really wish they would have kept it because it was honestly a cool way of knowing who entered actually was. But that is going to be it for this secret. Let's move on to secret number 9. This is the mime skin for entered, and it is possibly one of the worst skins you can buy for him right now. So this skin is basically just a reskin of entered, which isn't that big of a deal, but it has custom voice lines, which is pretty cool, except that the custom voice lines actually make the skin worse because he's now silent. So yeah, because mimes don't talk, he doesn't talk. This skin just honestly, it kind of sucks. Don't buy this. It's around 2,000 scrap, which is just such a waste of money when you can get tons of better skins for just a little bit more. But yeah, that is going to be it for this secret. It's a short one, but I think it's time to move on to the next one in this video. For secret number 10, we've got Spaghetti entered, and I have a few things to say about him. First of all, he has unique minions, which they just added like a few minutes ago. As you can see, they have meatball eyes, and they literally look like something out of like a kid's horror movie. Besides that though, one thing that's really interesting about him is his sounds. So as you can see, when I walk, it makes like this squishing sound effect. And the problem is, it's a little bit quiet. I mean, you can hear it, don't get me wrong. But the thing is, with a lot of the other killers and a lot of their other sound effects, they sound heavy. They sound like I'm being chased after. But this kind of just sounds sort of quiet, like in a weird way. Like I would walk past this and not really think about it for a few seconds before I actually react. And that's where the problem comes in. This skin is a little bit quiet, and I'm sure will trick out a ton of players if you start using it. But now it's time to move on to the next secret. We still got to go over the anomaly skins intro, which is going to be really sick because there's a lot of secrets I'm going to reveal to you during that part of the video. So make sure to stick around. Moving on to the mimic, there's actually something really interesting that happened during this last update, and that's the fact that they actually changed how his speed mode works. Mimic's speed mode changes max stamina instead of changing stamina depletion / regen, meaning that the regen for speed mode is the exact same as the regular base strength mode. So as you can see, this is what regular base strength looks like with regen. Pretty fast, I'm not gonna lie. But then if we change to, what is it, speed mode, we run for a bit, you can just see how slow that is in comparison. So imagine having a little bit less stamina, but it regenerating just as fast as the base strength mode, which would just be absolutely insane. At that point, the mimic, who's already pretty good, would become incredibly overpowered and basically be able to chase you down no matter where you are on the map, because you just have to wait a few seconds and then boom, he's right after you, way faster than you, and could catch up super easily. But you may have noticed that this change isn't in my game as of right now, and that's because of the fact they actually reverted this. So you scroll down a little bit, literally a couple hours later, they changed it back and they reversed it. Speed mode got reverted. Now my guess is that it was a little bit OP, which, you know, makes sense, but I'm assuming that they're really experimenting with the idea because I've heard about this before, so I think in the future, this change is going to be made, and the Mimic has become probably one of the best killers to play as. Like, literally the most OP player. Eventually, they are going to make the change, and when it does happen, just bet on yourself getting absolutely destroyed by the Mimic like 15,000 times in a row. It's going to be so bad. So this one's going to be a pretty weird one. For some reason, on mobile devices, when you're playing as the Mimic, it'll just start spinning. So you can see I have my phone right here, and I have me playing Bite by Night on it, and I'm playing as the Mimic. And for some reason, when you zoom in enough, see how he kind of turns the camera with his head? So for some reason, it's like if you do it a little bit too much, it puts momentum on it. There you go. You can see how he's like moving kind of jittery. And then you can see in my game, look at him. I'm not even doing anything, and he's just moving like that. And it gets worse from here. Watch. If I just let it keep going, I think if I move with it too. Oh my gosh. I'm not even doing anything. I'm literally not even doing anything. Why is he doing that? Like, what is this glitch? Why is this happening? Yeah, this just happens for no reason. I literally just pressed the sprint button, and I walked a little bit forward, and it just started doing this when I was zoomed in enough. What happens if I attack? Oh my, you spin and attack? It's so broken. It needs to be fixed. But yeah, that is it for this Mimic secret. We still have one more to go over in this video, and I'll show it here in a second. All right, this is the last secret for the Mimic, and as you can see, this is the Mimic right here. I'm still on my phone, so he's kind of spinning a little bit. He turned around while I wasn't looking. But something really odd I've noticed is that if you get grabbed by him like this, and then when he uses his ability on you and actually goes to kill you, if you press Q in the middle of it, you can eat a pizza, but it's a little bit broken and it doesn't actually work. And then you have to wait 25 seconds to do it again. So it's a complete waste. And what I'm trying to say here is if you're playing as a survivor and you're spamming the Q button, do not do it during that ability because you will lose your pizza, you won't get healed, and you have to wait 25 seconds to actually get another pizza, which is horrible. But that is going to be it for all of the Mimic secrets in this video. We still got a lot more to cover, and I can't wait for you to see all of them. So make sure to subscribe if you've been enjoying this video so far, and let's move on to secret number 14. For secret number 14, they canceled their new class. So if you didn't know, when this update was about to come out, from this video, as you can see, this was the original update description. This is what to expect, and below it said new skins, new emotes, cleaner UI, major bug fixes, and a new class. So yeah, apparently in this update, there was going to be an entirely new class we got to play as, but for some reason, last second, they ended up changing it. I remember this specifically because I was up till 6 a.m. on April 5th, which is the original date of when the update was going to come out, and yeah, it didn't end up coming out, and they pushed it back a couple days. It kind of confused me a little bit for a second, and then when I did a double take later and looked back at this description, as of right now, it does not say anything close to this. And if you want a verification that this actually was a thing, I've got screenshots and I got some other things right in front of you. So this is a video by Strawberry Bites, and of course he's talking about it here, but I have another video from somebody else who also talked about it. So you see right here, what to expect, new skins, new emotes, clean UI, major bug fixes, a new class. Here's also a screenshot I got of a player I was just playing with, and they literally said, bruh, I thought there was gonna be a new class. Okay, there are two things I want you to take away from this, and that's number one, there's going to be a new class, and most likely when it comes out, it's going to be incredibly buggy. And number two, I live in the US, and the update came out at 6 a.m. So if the next update comes out at 6 a.m., by the way, like I'm literally going to hit one of the devs in the head because like legit, that is the worst time. Why does it have to be at 6 a.m.? Why? Anyways, though, let's move on to the next secret. For secret number 15, Ennard's LMS actually lasts longer than all of the other killers in the game. So because I want you to hear the intro to the song, it lasts literally about 4 seconds longer. As you can hear in the background, that's the LMS song, and yeah, they make you wait for the intro to play, so it plays out for longer. I don't know why they thought this was a good idea, because first of all, the LMS lasts a little bit longer, which means the trailer has slightly more of a chance to actually catch up to you and kill you. And if we look at the notes right here, we can also see it says delayed Ennard LMS by 4 seconds. So you can hear the beginning. I don't know why. I kind of like the idea of being able to hear the intro of the song. That's cool. But when the song's intro is silent, it really doesn't matter, to be honest. This isn't the worst thing, but I think it's just something to know in case you're playing as Ennard or you're going up against Ennard. Maybe that might give you slightly more of a chance to actually win just by knowing this little piece of information. All right, now let's move on to secret number 16. So as of right now, you're able to farm malice points in private servers. So as you can see, I have the killer right in front of me. I'm just gonna get some points off of him. Let's hit him a couple times and let him hit me. There you go. Okay, there's a good point right there. Hit him one more time, and I think I'm gonna get one more block off in a few seconds. There we go. And let's leave. How many points we got off of that? Okay, I got 4 points from that game. Now let's leave and let's go to an actual game and see if we still have our points. And as you can see, I still have 4 points. You could get killer with a few alt accounts with you, and then you could go to your friends and play in their game and immediately get killer. Kind of OP, I'm not gonna lie. I will say though, the one thing that kind of sucks about this is that there's no private server commands, meaning you can't really assign anybody killer, and if you accidentally go into a game, you lose all of your points almost immediately. That kind of sucks when you're trying to play with your friends and you want to be killer first, or you're recording a video like I am, and you can't get killer because you loaded into a match for 2 seconds and you lost all your malice points. So Ennard's new ability is kind of glitched. It's not necessarily broken, but for some reason, his new ability, which I'll show you here in a second, legit just sometimes doesn't even register on the survivor. So you can see this ability right here, which is called, I'm just gonna call it throw. I forget the exact name. Sometimes it just won't do damage. Like when you throw it at a survivor, it's supposed to explode and do damage, or else if you miss, it just spawns a minion. But for some reason, if you do hit him, he has 100 health now. My man got his health back, by the way. So it doesn't work sometimes. I don't know why that is, and it just doesn't do damage. Okay, I'm gonna try again, see if it works. It might work, it might not work. Hopefully it does actually work this time. Okay, explodes, right? Okay, he took damage. See, like, it's inconsistently working. It's kind of odd. I don't know why this is happening. Watch out for it in-game, because you might actually lose a game due to not actually being able to hit somebody. So, be careful. Now it's time, though, to move on to the Anomaly skin and the secret in its intro. Finally, on to secret number 18. The Anomalies intro actually has some really cool secrets within it that you probably didn't notice at first. So first of all, we start in a hallway, and immediately off the bat, he makes a right turn to a room that basically looks empty, but you may not have noticed that below him, literally on the ground, is actually an open box. And on this box, it says endoskeleton parts. It does say endoskeleton, not necessarily parts. It's just, I can't really read it exactly, and that's my best guess. And as you can see on the right, this is actually the top to an open box, which I'm guessing the anomaly took the parts out of this box to use for itself. Okay, after this, he does a quick turnaround. You have this endoskeleton that's been taken apart, missing all of its wires and pieces. So clearly this thing has been taken apart almost completely, except they left in some of the eyes for some reason. Then after this scene, he quickly turns to the area in front of him, and the fatal mistake he makes is when he turns to the right, only barely visible, you can see the anomaly version of Ennard. Now, to be fully sure, I put this image into Photoshop. I brightened it, and as you can see, there is the anomaly, which is just so creepy to see. And if we go even more forward in the video, maybe he gets attacked here possibly, and then you can see the thing actually moving towards him. I even do this one because this one looks really interesting too. Kind of just like moves a bunch. We can see, oh wait, what's happening here? Oh, there's his arm reaching over, I'm guessing, to the guy. I did see his head like move this way, and then I'm guessing his arm picked up, and now he's like grabbing onto the guy, I'm assuming, because the footage basically ends right after this. I don't know how his arm would reach out that far. Wait, the lunge. He has the lunge ability. You think he lunged at him? That's what we're seeing here, is his arm extending all the way towards him. What? But then after this, the intro ends and you go into a game. And that's basically it for Anomaly's intro. There's probably some secrets I may have missed, so let me know down in the comments below if you found anything, and subscribe if you want to, because I'm trying to reach 100k subscribers and it really helps. All right, let's move on to the next secrets. So for secret number 19, they added new looping spots for the warehouse map. So this is a looping spot people have known about for a while. You can literally just walk over here. A good scenario you would want to use this in is if somebody's, I don't know, like on this side and you're just running into it. It's LMS, right? You got to get them before they escape. You can literally just catch them off guard by running over here, running through here, and then, hey, you've caught them off guard. Now you basically got the entire way blocked off so they can't escape now. Really useful if you're playing as killer on the warehouse. But another thing that's really useful only if you're playing as Springtrap is, see this little bridge thing right here? Something really cool about Springtrap is he has a lunge with his axe. So when I do that, I kind of lunge a little bit forward, and that's actually incredibly useful because if I want to actually get up onto this platform right here, I literally can just lunge and I get up there instantly. Like, it's literally instantly. So if somebody's on this side, they're hiding from you, you can literally just jump up here. I'm trying to catch up to somebody. Oh, hey, look, I'm already up here. Oh, they're trying to loot me? Oh, no, you're trying to loot me? No. I'm up here. I'm at you, bro. I got you. Like, that's so OP. Yeah, so maybe start using this strat in your games and you'll actually play better. All right, on to secret number 20. So have you ever been chasing after Survivor and then the last second as you're about to throw your axe, you completely miss them and throw it higher up than you're able to grab? I don't think I can really get that from here. Well, you'd actually be wrong. You can actually still grab it because the devs, of course, care about whether or not people are actually able to play the game properly. It's so hella high up. I can still pick it up. Look, and you can just grab it off the wall. And it does not matter the height of the wall. Like if I threw it all the way, let me just do ceiling, honestly. Up at the ceiling, if I walk here, you can still grab it. Like it's actually kind of insane that they really thought this through and didn't just forget about it until last second and then we're like, oh shoot, we messed up. So I'm very glad they actually knew what they were doing when they added this ability. On to secret number 21. For secret number 21, I found a quick and easy way to actually swap maps in private servers. So as of right now, they don't really have any command panels, but all you've got to do is you got to make sure 2 people has disabled killer on, and when you go into a game, the timer will reset, like right now. Boom, timer resets, map changes, and you're going on to the next map, and you're literally just still in lobby. It's that simple. That's all you got to do. And if you want to go into a game, make sure everyone has their disable killer off, and once that's good, then the game should just start like normal. I can imagine it's going to be harder in a group with a lot more people, to be honest, but I think you should still try it if you're trying to play a private match and you want to get a specific map in this game. All right, let's move on to the next secret in this video, being secret number 22. For secret number 22, you should never do this on the pizzeria map, and that is stand in this corner. Now, if you're standing at this corner before 6 a.m., you're absolutely fine, but afterwards, well, you'll see in a second because it's really bad. And 5:59, and as you can see in front of you, the door closed, and I'm sorry to tell you, but you cannot leave here now. You're stuck. You literally can't move. Like I can turn around, I can walk in the door, but it's not gonna let me out. I'm now stuck, and the person, whoever is playing a survivor, can now escape. Even if I try and attack them, I can't get to them. They're just stuck now. So don't do this. And if you're a survivor, it's even worse because you still are stuck. So you will basically be free kills for the killer. Yeah, so never use this as a hiding spot when it turns 6 a.m. But secret number 23, the new dance called Pop Dat comes from a musical trend, which has to do with Triple T. This is Triple T right here, Tung Tung Sahur. Yeah, but apparently this is exactly where the dance comes from. Like, you can see it. He's doing the exact same moves I'm doing, by the way. I'll show you. It's the exact same. This is the exact same dance. There's the arm thing. Literally the exact same dance. It's so stupid. I love it, though. Honestly, one of the best emotes. I love the music, too. The music's kind of fire. All right, well, that's gonna be it for this secret. Let's move on to the next one. Now, a really weird change that they made for a second was the fact you were not able to see your health. I don't know what happened, but for some reason last night, there was a big issue where a lot of people who were playing as the medic class, basically able to heal people and to help themselves, were not able to see their own health bars. So they made this change basically like the mimic change, which we saw earlier, basically meaning when the update actually released, you were not able to see your health bar if you were using the medic. And I'm guessing it was because they thought it was a little bit unfair for you to know how much health you had as the medic, which is really weird and just makes absolutely no sense at all, because that would basically make you die so quickly because you have the least amount of health in the game. It was a very odd change. I don't know why that was a thing. I can literally show you the thing right here. Healer no longer sees their own health. I don't know why that was a thing. Maybe it was a glitch. I think it was a glitch is what ended up happening. So it was a really weird glitch, but it was like widespread for a lot of people, including me and a lot of my friends. And it lasted for quite a while, which is kind of dumb. I'm not gonna lie. Hopefully more stuff like that doesn't happen anymore, because I do not want to see glitches like that ever happen again. Let's move on to the next secret. Okay, secret number 24 is going to be a little bit of a quick one. Basically, the taser has a cool effect on it when you actually use it. So if I literally charge it up, as you can see on the right side of it, look at the lights here, they actually charge up with your charge symbol right underneath your cursor. So it's not exactly aligned properly, but it's doing close enough. There are 4 bars compared to 3. You can see once it's charged up all the way to red and you fire it, it'll just be green. It's kind of crazy. I really like the idea that they added that. It's a cool little detail they did to the game. Just gonna watch it again. You can see literally charging up. So I think the green aligns with the yellow right here for some reason. Yellow aligns, or this reddish kind of aligns with the yellow. And then of course, red aligns with the red here. Then you just shoot. It doesn't really do anything. Yep, there you go. And even when you're tasing somebody, it still appears green. So there's not really much of a difference. Still a cool addition. I love it. It's sick. Let's move on to the next secret. So when the update came out, there was an issue where for some reason you would get teleported to this black room. You can barely see it here, but basically this was a completely black room you get teleported to before you were entered into the game. And it was weird because it would like infinitely load you there, but you could still walk around, talk and chat and do other sorts of things. And as you can see right here, this guy is literally just standing in the dark. I don't know what was going on with this. It happened to me a few times, and I was even in a few lobbies which literally had like maybe 5 to 10 people in this exact location for some reason. I don't know if the lobby's just broke or this is like a secret room that exists and it's only meant just to load people in, but it's really odd that it exists because I've never actually encountered this in any other game. He says if you lag when you join, then you get stuck in the abyss, even when you load. Yeah, it's kind of creepy. I really hope this doesn't happen with the next update. For secret number 26, when loading into a lobby, you're stuck in an elevator. As you can see, there are numbers on the right, and if you press them, you can actually type something into them. Now, I'm going to try 2 dates, 1983 and 1987, 1987 and see if I can get some kind of sound effect or special thing to happen. If you don't know, those are special dates in FNAF's lore. 1987 being the bite of 87, and then 1983 being coinciding with some other kind of event. I forget the exact one, but it's very important. 1987. 1987. And then I think, yeah, it doesn't do anything. Okay, 1987 doesn't do anything. That's fine. Let's try 1983. Okay, 1983. Did it? Anything. Give me anything. Give me anything at all. Give me anything, please. And you get nothing. Oh my gosh, you get nothing for it. As of right now, I don't think there's any kind of secret associated with the keypad actually working. I'm assuming in the future they'll add some kind of secret that has to do with it, but legit, this is like, it does nothing, which kind of sucks and defeats the point of it being there. But just in case, try this out during the next update, because you might actually get something secret for it, I'm guessing. This is not here for no reason. There has to be a reason why this keypad is here. Some addition they're probably planning on adding to get players to actually do it themselves. And bro, the shaky cam actually makes it so hard. I'll say that much. In the main lobby, in the arcade area, you'll find a cabinet that reads out the words Gabriel versus Machines. Now, if you don't know what this is a reference to, this is actually a reference to the game Ultra Kill, where there's an angel by the name of Gabriel that you fight as a machine. Now, this is one of my favorite games ever. Like, genuinely, it's such a good game. It's a fast-paced shooter type game. It's a game that's actually inspired a lot of Roblox games apparently, which is kind of funny. And honestly, you've probably heard sound effects from this game in your own favorite Roblox games, because for some reason everyone just loves to steal sound effects from this game for some reason. I don't know why. If some of you actually play Forsaken, if you didn't know, there's a character called Chance in that game, and when he flips his coin, it makes a sound effect. That sound effect comes from Ultra Kill, and like so many other of them come from Ultra Kill. It's actually insane how much I've seen those sound effects reused in so many indie developer games. Also, if you were wondering, if you click on it, you do play Snake. So there's no, this is like every arcade cabinet here. You always play Snake no matter what. So that's gonna be it for this one. Let's move on to the next secret. So last night was kind of annoying for a lot of players. If you don't know what happened, after the update came out, basically what happened is a lot of people's servers just kept breaking over and over and over, and they literally had to update like every 5 minutes, which led to a lot of people losing their killer status. So as in, they get into a game and they'd immediately lose their killer because they'd update again. Well, they were playing as killer and then they'd update again. It was horrible. It actually sucked a lot. And to apologize for that, they actually added a code feature in game which gives you 1,000 scrap. So literally all you gotta do is just type in sorry guys, and instantly you'll earn 1,000 scrap, which is just insane, especially because they literally updated the prices of like everything. I cannot believe they've made things so expensive now. One of the most egregious skins, I'm not gonna lie, with the price updating is the Hoax, which has gone from around 3,500 to 5,500. They went up 2,000 scrap for one skin. Maybe this will help people actually buy the new skins, because from what I've noticed, most of the skins got updated like 1,000 scrap in price. And then with the survivors, of course, they updated the prices as well, but you should easily be able to afford them now that you got 1,000 scrap. Now, most players already kind of knew about this, but if you didn't end up knowing, you should probably go and put this code in now, because it might actually not work in a few days. But that is gonna be it for this secret. Let's move on to the next one. So for secret number 30, before we get to the last secret in this video, I want to show you something really interesting that you can find again on the pizzeria map. But this time, it actually has to do with Springtrap and Freddy Fazbear. So you can see these two things right here called Unit 1 and Unit 2. And these are actually meant to hold up animatronics. And at first, we kind of don't know which animatronics actually went here. But if you go over to this computer terminal over here, you can actually find out for yourself. As you can read on the screen, it says Unit 01, Freddy Fazbear. Okay, so 01, which is on the right, that's Freddy. And then on the left, that is, I think it just says Freddy Fazbear. Oh, okay. This one just lists out Freddy Fazbear. I forget about that, but actually, if you look up to the top left right here, we can find Unit 2. And this gives us actually a pretty good detail on which one is which. So we can read this: springing mechanisms under humidity. Chest lock misfired. So clearly, Unit 2 is Springtrap. It's literally just Springtrap. Like maybe a week ago before this update, I do remember Unit 1 actually saying Freddy Fazbear on it, and then this one saying Springtrap on it. It was kind of weird, but it was cool that they had that detail. But now you have to do a little bit more digging to actually find out, which honestly is a lot cooler. So yeah, that is gonna be it for secret number 30. Let's move on to the last secret in this video. Secret number 31. For the last secret in this video, secret number 31, I have the missing features that were not added in this update. So if you look through the changelog, you can see there's a lot of things they added to the game, took away from the game, fixed. But something I noticed was if you look at some of the things they added, you see anomaly, mime, molten, spaghetti, all these are added to the game. But then you see something called the Macarena emote. And if you go in game, you cannot find that emote. Like if I literally load myself into a lobby, if I just go and check the store right now, this emote doesn't exist. They didn't add it. I don't know what happened, but they just never added this emote. They said they were going to, and they completely forgot to add it. Maybe it's a part of some kind of secret thing you have to do in order to get it. I feel like it could have just been a mistake, but there's also another feature they completely missed and didn't end up adding. So this isn't just a one-time thing. Okay, if you scroll all the way down through this fixed log and everything else, you'll find something else they forgot to add, or that might be part of some kind of secret. You can see there's a bunch of emotes right here. There's more emotes, right? And it says added the math emote. Now, what is the math emote? I don't know, because it isn't even in the game. They didn't add it either. It seems like it's for survivors. If I go check right now, let's look. Is the math emote here? Nope, no, it's not even here. What happened? Bye night. Where are the emotes? You said you added emotes to the game, and they're just completely missing. Maybe it's something I'm not seeing. Maybe there's some kind of secret we have to figure out in order to get those emotes. But if we have to do a bunch of work just for some emotes, is that even worth it? Like genuinely, I don't know if they just forgot, or possibly if it's some kind of secret puzzle still. I'm betting though they just forgot, honestly. There's no other way to say it, bro. No one's gonna do all that work just for some freaking emotes. Imagine going through that code thing for that long just to get one emote. Personally, I would uninstall Roblox because of this. Hopefully it's not part of some secret. If it is though, I'll have to showcase it in a future video, because right now there is basically nothing, and I'm gonna try and tell the creators to actually add them to the game, and hopefully by the time this video comes out, they'll be in the game. But that is gonna do it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe, because I'm trying to reach 100K subscribers right now. It helps a lot, and I will see you guys in the next one. End video.